ladies and gentlemen, the President of the United States, accompanied by His Excellency, the Prime Minister of the Republic of India.
Please be seated. Hello, everybody. Namaste. I am very pleased to welcome Prime Minister Singh to the White House on this, the first official visit of my presidency. As I said earlier, this reflects our admiration for the Prime Minister's leadership, the deep bonds between the peoples of the United States and India, and the historic opportunity we have to strengthen and broaden the partnership between our nations. India today is a rising and responsible global power. In Asia, Indian leadership is expanding prosperity and security across the region. And the United States welcomes and encourages India's leadership role in helping to shape the rise of a stable, peaceful, and prosperous Asia. Beyond Asia, as the world's largest multi-ethnic democracy, as one of the world's fastest-growing economies, and as a member of the G20, India will play a pivotal role in meeting the major challenges we face today. And this includes my top economic priority, creating good jobs with good wages for the American people. So I believe that the relationship between the United States and India will be one of the defining partnerships of the 21st century. And this visit underscores the strengthening of that partnership, which I hope will continue throughout my presidency. That's why I've made it a priority to broaden the cooperation between our nations. My administration's commitment to India can be seen in our new strategic dialogue, which addresses the full range of challenges and opportunities before us. And I'm pleased that we're joined today by the co-chairs of our dialogue, Secretary of State Hillary Clinton and Foreign Minister Krishna. And our commitment to India can be seen in my personal partnership with Prime Minister Singh. We work together on economic matters at our G20 summits in London, in Pittsburgh, as well as L'Aquila. I consider him a wise leader who has helped unleash India's extraordinary economic growth. He is a man of honesty and integrity. I respect him and I trust him, and I have happily accepted his gracious invitation to visit India next year. Now, this spirit of friendship infuses our very productive discussions today and is the reason we've made so much progress in recent years. We agreed to strengthen the economic recovery and expand trade and investment so we can create jobs for both our peoples, Americans and Indians. Indian investment in America is creating and sustaining jobs across the United States. The United States is India's largest trading and investment partner. There is significant balance in our trading relationships that I think is very important and reflective of the framework that we put forward at the G20. And to sustain this momentum, we're creating new initiatives to promote trade, investment, and technology cooperation, especially among our small and medium-sized businesses that create most of the jobs here in the United States. I reaffirmed to the Prime Minister my administration's commitment to fully implement the U.S.-India Civil Nuclear Agreement, which will increase American exports and create jobs in both countries. We agreed to move forward with our commitments at the G20 summit in Pittsburgh to pursue balanced growth, while ensuring that emerging economies like India have a greater voice in shaping the international financial architecture. We've made progress in confronting climate change. I commended the Prime Minister for India's leadership in areas like green buildings and energy efficiency, and we agreed to a series of important new efforts, a clean energy initiative that will create jobs and improve people's access to cleaner, more affordable energy, a green partnership to reduce poverty through sustainable and equitable development, and a historic effort to phase out subsidies for fossil fuels. With just 2 weeks until the beginning of Copenhagen, it's also essential that all countries do what is necessary to reach a strong operational agreement that will confront the threat of climate change while serving as a stepping stone to a legally binding treaty. And to that end, Prime Minister Singh and I made important progress today. We reaffirmed that an agreement in Copenhagen should be comprehensive and cover all the issues under negotiation. We resolve to take significant national mitigation actions that will strengthen the world's ability to combat climate change. We agreed to stand by these commitments with full transparency through appropriate processes as to their implementation. All this builds on the progress that we made in Beijing, and it takes us one step closer to a successful outcome in Copenhagen. We also agreed to deepen our cooperation against transnational threats. The American people join our Indian friends in remembering the horrific attacks in Mumbai 1 year ago this week. To prevent future attacks, we agreed that our law enforcement and intelligence agencies will work even closer, including sharing more information. We discussed my review of our policy in Afghanistan, and I thank Prime Minister Singh for India's substantial contributions to the Afghan people. I welcomed the Prime Minister's support for the non-proliferation agenda that I laid out in Prague, and I look forward to India's participation in our nuclear security summit next year, as well as India's participation as a full partner in our shared vision of a world without nuclear weapons. Now, part of that vision is working together to ensure that all nations, including Iran and North Korea, live up to their international obligations. We agreed to expand the educational exchanges that will fuel our knowledge-based economies. We're dramatically expanding the Fulbright Nehru program that brings so many of our students and scholars together, especially in science and technology. And we are increasing ties and exchanges between our universities and community colleges as part of a new Obama-Singh or Singh-Obama 21st Century Knowledge Initiative. We think it's appropriately named. To advance our historic food security initiative, American and Indian researchers will collaborate to improve agricultural output and reduce hunger. Not only in India, where enormous strides have been made, but around the world, and India has much to teach the developing world in terms of achieving food sufficiency. And our Centers for Disease Control and Prevention will partner with their Indian counterparts to create a new disease detection center in India to combat infectious diseases and promote global health. So this is the concrete progress made today across a whole range of issues to create jobs, opportunity, and security for our people. As a result, I believe the relationship between our two countries has never been stronger, a reminder that it will be one of the defining partnerships of the 21st century. We look forward to celebrating our partnership tonight as Michelle and I host the Prime Minister and Mrs. Carr at the first state dinner of my presidency. It will be another opportunity to convey to the Prime Minister and the people of India, as India assumes its rightful place as a global leader in this century,